a brief meditation on the annoyingly um, transient features of the conception that goes under the scripted name social rights. Social rights would seem to be synonymous with individual rights. One of the big tags that Rupert Murdoch always puts on his products is the notion of being for individual rights, which so then appeals to thoughtful conservatives, they say, of the John Torquemada Yu, or Richard Epstein variety, but also to a large variety of Yahoo simple watchers of Fox News who don't inquire further. Social rights would sound to be something that belonged to some kind of plurality, or it's become the negative way to say it, of collectivity, like it's the Borg or something, but the Soviet Union, collectivist. The origin of this notion of the social rights is the notion of the social contract, which is behind the American order. And this is supposed to create a zone of protection beyond which the government cannot step. So society is simply said in contradistinction to government. Government, you may not enter beyond this point, because this is society. And we demand rights rather than having duties to the full country, to the undivided country, the country that doesn't have a social contract or social rights. But now, why is there supposedly some distinction between individual rights? We hear it all this time about, and Rupert Murdoch's blowhorn is always telling us it's so simple. This guy Hannity on Fox News is always telling us how simple everything is, and that we just need subscribe to his ticket and hate the Democrats, and that we'll all be all right. So one of them would be lower taxes. We're for lower taxes, and another would be these are all kind of Rupert Murdoch selling points for his product, which is a subscription product. We are for individual rights, and we are for other categories which sound appealing, but to which no further question has been put. So, for instance, does being for individual rights mean being for the rights of that part of the population that enjoys smoking tobacco? Or does it mean for being for an individual right of that part of the collectivity which doesn't like secondhand smoke or being exposed to secondhand smoke? So in all these little attractive sound bits, there's a layer where there's nothing is asked. Okay, you like lower taxes, but lower taxes for the rich or for the poor? Or lower taxes in the context of what kind of economic plan, and how's it work? How's it affect the economy once we think through the whole way the economy works as best as we can? this word individual rights, although it's apparently has, I don't know when we get started referring to the rights in the Bill of Rights as individual rights. I'm not sure if that would already existed at the time of the founding, but it's confusing because it's really social rights and individual rights are the same thing. Every individual is part of the whole group of society which is set off against the government according to the notion of individual or social rights. Those two phrases are synonymous. Okay, so that's what I wanted to argue.